Yes, question over there, please.
For bread butter, how do you go about getting the funding to make your film?
We were a Kickstarter project, so I'm sure you're all really familiar with Kickstarter. So we did a puppet musical for our Kickstarter project video. It's called We Need Money. And the puppets were just asking for money. We were very transparent about the whole thing. We got on Huffington Post, and that helped get a lot of attention for the project. Yeah. Bread and butter.
You seem like you almost wanted to throw up when you were in the back seat of a car when she was driving. How bad was it? Your face looked really bad.
Well, I had about 7 or 8 beers before we filmed that. So you have to keep that in mind. But otherwise, no. In real life, she actually just drove us from Wrigley Field. So she's an excellent driver. The traffic was terrible. That's
why we're here.
Yeah. We're alive.
In the rain.
Did you write the film too?
I wrote it, I directed it, and I cast it, and I co-produced it.
Oh, okay. How did you? Because I'm trying to get into like screenplay writing and things like that. How did you first go about like characterization and at the same time kind of coming up with a story?
I went to USC Film School, and I wrote this script when I was at USC Film School. That being said, USC is very big on structure and rules and inciting incidents and all these things that you have to do. I didn't really listen to a lot of it. The edit of the film makes it seem like I did listen to my professors, but the actual script, we cut out an hour of it. So it probably would have saved us a lot of time if I had listened to my professors, possibly. That being said, the idea came from 2 separate story ideas. The story of a woman who was romantically inexperienced, and she couldn't tell that the man she was falling for was going insane. She thought it was very romantic, everything that he was doing, but he was losing it. And the other idea is a man who communicates through the pages of a book. So I took those 2 ideas to my professor, and he said, each of these ideas is not enough for one story. You have to put them together. That being said, if you're interested in writing, set page deadlines for yourself every week. Stick to them. Have people threaten you with violence if you don't do them. There you go. Hold them accountable. Get it done. Make some movies. Yeah.
Bobby Moynihan's reactions were just priceless. I mean, it must have been a real thrill working with him. Would you just let him go, or did you have to pull him in at times?
No, we never had to pull him in. We got him. Being a fully funded film, you can actually reach out to everyone you want. And I saw an episode of Girls that Bobby Moynihan was in, and I was like, wait a second, this guy can really act. And people, as he likes to put it, people put him in a dress or have him play a big baby. Sure. So, we were really lucky that he wanted to do this film.
He was great.
I love him. In terms of pulling him back, we never had to pull him back because he's a great actor. And we were just lucky that he jumped on board our project. Yeah. I don't know if I'm allowed to do it. Yeah.
Go ahead.
How long did it take you to make the film from beginning to end?
The Kickstarter campaign was 2012. For that entire year, I'm monopolizing a little bit, so I can.
Please.
Of course, keep talking.
Pretty much.
Kickstarter campaign was 2012. We shot in 2013, almost a year to the day that we finished our Kickstarter campaign. And our release was September 1st, so almost a year and 2 months to the day of. Oh God. Shooting, I think. The math might be wrong, but it took a long time. Yeah, it was a labor of love for all of us.
And 16 days for the actual film shoot.
That's probably what you were asking, and I just said
that was just
days.
one detail. Yeah, a very
Yes.
brisk 16 days.
Which included a musical number, which we cut from the film.
In the credits, it wasn't,
It could have been.
Maybe it would have been front and center in the middle of the film. It would have been weird, but.
Intended for the
Intended, yes.
So it could have been 15 days, is what I'm saying.
So what was your budget, your true budget versus the Kickstarter?
We're actually not allowed to say. I'm actually sworn to secrecy, but I can tell you if you go to our Kickstarter campaign and check it out, you'll see what our goal was, and it was around that.
What I'm asking is, did you make it in your budget for the movie?
Well,
Or did you go over budget?
we didn't go over budget.
Okay.
Yeah, and we didn't go over any of our days. We made all of our days.
Excellent. That's great.
Yes, go ahead.
Oh, sorry.
Oh, somebody over there?
Go ahead.
Who's running?
No, go ahead. No, go right ahead.
I'm a control freak, clearly.
What inspired the story? Like, did you get how did you get the idea?
Legally, I'm not allowed to say it's autobiographical, but it is partly autobiographical. It's inspired by my dating history, my friends' dating history. Characters are somewhat based off of, but not really legally, allegedly based off of my friends and family. But yeah, I was a late bloomer, and I realized there's no other movies for late bloomers like me, and I felt a little bit disenfranchised for that reason. So I wanted to make a romantic comedy for people that were like me, that felt like outsiders, and that felt like the train had passed them by a little bit.
You get so much information from people who say that they are under secrecy not to say any information. One last question, because we have to wrap up and go to the 9 o'clock. Anybody? Got it. Go ahead.
Did you use a casting director?
I cast it.
Oh, you casted it.
Yeah, because we didn't have the budget for a casting director, and I had cast before, so.
So how many people or how many actors did you actually see before you were like, okay, this is exactly.
Do you want to tell the casting story?
Well, sure. So Liz,
Chrissy Weatherup.
thank you. So the way I got involved is actually kind of funny. So Liz wrote this article on IndieWire about how she was having trouble casting, and how she was. It's funny. Cookie cutter was something, Chris, you said earlier. That the article was all about how she was frustrated that everyone she was being pitched in Hollywood was very cookie cutter. That they were, just, like a romantic comedy lead who's really kind of perfect and a size 0, and not who she wrote. Like, she wanted somebody who was sort of more relatable, grounded, authentic, and that wasn't what she was finding. So anyway, I read the article and I was extremely moved by what she said. And so I emailed her because she included her email address. And at the end, after saying how much I enjoyed the article, I said, I'm an actress, and if there's any role I would love to audition. And so she brought me into audition, and that's how I got involved.
Oh, wow.
And she
Yeah.
lives down the street from us.
Yeah.
Oh my
We go to the
gosh.
same grocery
The same
store.
grocery store.
Oh wow.
Is that not crazy?
That is crazy.
It's pretty crazy.
That,
Yeah.
That being said, I know this sounds really strange, but I really welcome you emailing me directly.
Oh, okay.
I was a film critic, so I'm open to criticism. I want to support independent, low-budget filmmakers. If you have a question that I could attempt to answer, just email breadandbuttermovie@gmail.com. I'm there, breadandbuttermovie@gmail.com.
She reads her emails and responds.
Oh, that's awesome.
Fantastic.
That is really awesome.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you.